Now on Coast TV News.
The latest winter storm did not disappoint. We saw around 5 to 8 inches of snow across the region. The snow has tapered off. Coming up, I'll have the latest on the snow totals. Talk about the next round of rain headed our way. That's coming up next.
We are live on Coastal Highway with icy conditions causing problems for drivers.
Snow clearing efforts, we will track that work and the conditions out on our main highways.
Icy impact, the report overnight of crashes even after state agencies recommended people stay off the roads.
This is Coast TV News Today.
And we start this hour with a live look along the canal in Lewis. Again, not a lot of snow activity. It was a very different situation a few hours ago, and we are several hours into our second big winter system in as many months, and we are working under a first alert weather day. This is Wednesday, February 12th, 2025. Good morning, I'm Matt Pensick.
And good morning, I'm Elisa Weber. Thank you for joining us for our 6 o'clock hour.
Yeah, and to help set the scene, to help tell us this story of this weather event, we have our reporters in the field. There they are. Brandon Ferguson is in our first alert weather Jeep on Coastal Highway. Emma Aiken is in Milton. So here we go again with some serious winter weather to talk about, and we will check in with Brandon and Emma in a moment.
And for now, we're going to bring in First Alert meteorologist Bob Trahey, who has been working hard this morning. Bob, tell us about the latest with this storm.
Good morning, guys. It was about a 12-hour event. We saw the snow kick off around 2 to 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon. And then it ended around that time this morning. And in between that, snow came down at a pretty good clip. Even saw some rain at times from Salisbury up to Ocean View, lowering your accumulations a little bit. But most of us, about 5 to 8 inches of very heavy, wet snow. But for the most part, it's done right now. We're just looking at cloudy skies across Sussex County. Can't rule out a little bit of drizzle, light rain. And right now, we are seeing a little shot of snow across areas of Maryland from Newark to Colburn, Liberty Town, and maybe some rain along the coast from Centopunxet down to Chincoteague. But this is not going to add to our accumulations that much. And then farther south, if you're driving down towards the Bridge Tunnel, Chincoteague, and farther south, some rain for you down into the Newport News area, maybe even a wintry mix through Virginia. But for us, we're pretty much done with the accumulating snow. But there's another round, another storm that's developing to our south and west, and this primarily brings rain later today. But we have temperatures just above freezing right now, and that's good as we continue the melting process on those slick roads. Upper 30s now at the beaches, a little bit of wind. I am a little concerned about maybe some power outages with the snow weighing down on the branches and the power lines. Visibility around 7 miles in Georgetown. We could see some fog this morning. Otherwise, cloudy skies could bit a little more snow and rain this morning. Otherwise, temperatures rising into the low 40s as we melt more of that snow, and then steady rain into the evening hours. As you see the temperatures creeping up above freezing, a little bit of snow this morning and then more rain into the afternoon as this active weather pattern continues. More in your forecast coming up a little bit later on.
Bob, and we started to see that snow on Tuesday afternoon around 2:30, so we're about 15 hours out from that storm.
And Coast TV News reporter Brandon Ferguson is live riding in our first alert weather Jeep on Coastal Highway. Brandon, last time we checked in with you, you said you were seeing some black ice out there.
Good morning, Elisa and Matt, and that's exactly what we are still seeing here, especially on turning lanes. We're going northbound on Coastal Highway just past Rehoboth Beach, and we see an increase of black ice on those turning lanes and into parking lots that just haven't been plowed yet. But as we look out on Coastal Highway now, you see the roads are mostly clear from the snow, but as I mentioned, there's black ice, and there is certain parts of Coastal Highway that still has a layer of slush on them. So be sure to watch out for that and that black ice. But for now, I'm Brandon Ferguson in the first alert weather Jeep. Back to you guys.
All right, Brandon Ferguson, thank you for that. We'll check in with the roads as we continue on this morning. So, well, we're going to get a look at Ocean City, but that's not happening. So we will continue on here as we continue with our coverage of the snowstorm. Earlier, we just saw the main highway. We did see a little bit of slush there that Brandon talked about, that one lane on the right. Well, how about the side streets? How about our neighborhoods? We're going to go live now to Milton.
Yeah, and to tell us all of that is Coast TV News reporter Emma Aiken. She is live in Milton.
Good morning, guys. On this side street here in Milton, the streets are actually pretty clear, but if you follow me over this way closer to the sidewalks, that's a different story. Check out this car, completely plowed in, several inches of this heavy snow on top. It really is that firm, heavy snow. Does mean one good thing. This is that perfect snowball making, snowman making snow, all of the fun things. We'll check back in with you guys in a little bit, but for now, live in Milton, Emma Aiken, Coast TV News.
Thank you, Emma. And new this morning, Milton says locals should not expect trash collection by Casella today. According to the town's website, the company will operate on a one-day delay, meaning trash collection will now happen tomorrow and yard waste will be picked up on Friday. And you may remember the last time Delmarva saw this much snowfall, Casella canceled trash pickup for the next day as well.
On Tuesday, in anticipation of the snowstorm, people in Ocean City, they put up their windshield wipers, always a good thing to do in those situations. Heavy, wet snow began coming down in OC around 2:30 in the afternoon. Road conditions led to some good reminders if you had to be out driving.
Make sure you're leaving a good distance between you, another vehicle, and especially plow vehicles if they're out and about working the road.
And we're going to look more regionally now, where you may have noticed that in parts of Maryland, the roads are not that bad. That could be due to road crews getting a head start on those protections in Dorchester County. And before the snow started to fall, local businesses were prepping the plows and salting those roads. They say they're not expecting anything different this time around compared to last month's storm, but they do plan to pay more attention to those roads less traveled.
Because they're probably mostly concerned about the major highways, but a lot of people forget about is the back roads. They're the worst usually. We're going to stay around the clock more instead of just on a regular basis schedule.
Local road crews say they'll be out throughout the day and working to plow those roads in local neighborhoods right there in Dorchester County.
Yeah, this brings us to our Coast TV poll. We are asking, what is the best part of having a snow day?
Well, so far, 46% of voters say the scenic views, 37% say cozy indoors, 10% say outdoor fun, and 7% say short work and school days. Well, Emma said it's good snowman making snow, so.
Yeah.
Well, if you haven't voted yet, you can still do so on CoastTV.com or on our mobile app. And for continued coverage of this expected winter storm, listen to our radio stations, download our Coast TV First Alert weather app, and follow our live updates. We are your source for this winter storm.
Now, Bob was telling us about snow and rain, and as the storms are striking much of the continental U.S. today.
And a third could be on its way. Amy Kiley shows us how in some areas those results could be devastating.
We're calling it a parade of storms.
Tens of millions of Americans are under weather alerts from 3 storms hitting in a row.
This parade of winter storms is being driven by the upper-level winds known as the jet stream.
Areas from Kentucky to the mid-Atlantic are dealing with inches of snow after the first storm began yesterday. Virginia State Police report hundreds of driving accidents and dozens of injuries.
We're back out putting salt and sand on the bridges and the overpasses.
Officials say ice on utility lines could cause power outages in some areas. It can even make walking treacherous.
Beginning of the year, we bought a whole pallet of salt, and this is our last couple bags we got.
Some in Virginia appear to be enjoying the snow.
This is a great time for them. They love playing in the snow.
They're in for more of it. Forecasters say a second winter storm starting today will stretch from the plains to the northeast.
All right, sir, good luck.
They predict the third storm will bring heavy rain to California. That includes areas near Redding, still recovering from floods earlier this month. It also includes wildfire burn scars near LA that are now at risk of mudslides.
I do think we're going to lose additional properties on Thursday night.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
Locals are recovering after the Ellendale Fire Company shared these photos of a rescue from overnight. Fire company says the crash happened in the area of Maple Branch Road and East Robbins Road on Tuesday evening. There had been multiple reports of cars getting stuck in the snow, and you can see on your screen how difficult it was to see out there as that snow was first coming down. And in March, Indian River voters will go to a referendum as the school district is looking for more money. The district announced on Tuesday it will hold 3 public meetings before the vote to provide more information on that referendum. Funding would be for increased operation costs and to recruit and retain more of the staff. Community members will have the opportunity to ask questions during each meeting. And we're just getting started in this hour of Coast TV News Today.
Coming up, Helping Hands for Storm Support. We'll tell you about the services being offered by one organization for older adults on Delmarva.
Also, animals and the snow will tell you how some locals are protecting their pets from the winter storm.
And Disney dials back DEI. We'll tell you about the changes the company is making and why. All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
This February, fall in love with safety and reliability because at Gateway Subaru, we believe love means keeping you safe. From rain and snow to sunny skies, Subaru's legendary symmetrical all-wheel drive has you covered through any weather. Right now, take home a new 2025 Subaru Outback and take advantage of great financing rates as low as 1.9%. Stop by today to pre-order the all-new 2025 Subaru Forester Hybrid, designed for tomorrow. Gateway Subaru, just minutes from the beaches in the heart of Delmarva. Higher standards.
It's the President's Day sale too big for just one store. February 13th through the 21st at Donaway Furniture in Ocean City, Bethany Resort Furnishings in Bethany, and the new Home Living by Donaway in West OC. Save store-wide on in-stock and custom items. Get 10% off any purchase, 15% off purchases of $19.99 or more, and 20% off $49.99 or more. And as always, veterans and active duty military, law enforcement, and first responders get an additional 5% off. See you there.
Dandelions, a bright yellow warning that now is the time for prevention because crabgrass and clover aren't far behind. Hillside Lawn Service has been making lawns around the Chesapeake healthier and weed-free for nearly 30 years. From soil to trees, grass and weeds, Hillside's certified agronomists test your soil, apply exactly what it needs and nothing it doesn't. Their high-efficiency formulas help protect our waterways. Switch to Hillside now and get $25 off their annual maintenance program. Call Hillside Lawn Service for your free assessment.
Coaches make a difference for their athletes and communities, and we want to honor them.
Each month, the Preston Automotive Group will select a coach who makes a difference and donate $500 to their organization. Then at the end of the year, 3 of these coaches will receive an additional donation to their program.
The coach can be from any sport at any level up to and including high school.
Nominate your coach today at DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com.
Delmarva Sports Network's Coach Who Makes a Difference. Sponsored by Preston Automotive Group.
Coming up on 6:14 on this snowy Wednesday morning, FH4 camera showing the boats and the docks all snowed in Cambridge right now. It's dry, of course. We had the snow overnight, but now it's just mainly cloudy across Sussex County. A little bit of drizzle, some flurries possible there. More in the way of some snow and some rain farther to the south of Salisbury. If you're traveling south on Delmarva, you'll encounter some rain and snow. Little in the way of additional accumulation, and the eastern shore is starting to dry out. There is another round of rain that will be heading our way later today. Temperatures hovering around freezing, so we're looking at tough road conditions, a little bit above freezing, and we'll be raising those temperatures throughout the day and melting snow. Today's checklist: delay travel if you can because of the slushy conditions and pack your patience. Shovel carefully. This is moisture-laden snow. They call that heart attack snow, so be careful. Drive with caution. Make sure you have a warm beverage and have your raincoat handy because more rain moves in later on.
Good tips there. Thank you, Bob. Now, we know you've been working on this snowstorm for a while. You've been really working on it for days. We saw you tracking things over the last couple of days in your weather center.
And Bob, as we get closer to daylight, are there any other concerns you have? Obviously, you need to be careful if you are driving.
I think it's mainly the roads and shoveling. As I mentioned, this is moisture-laden, really heavy snow. So those that suffer from health problems, maybe have somebody else remove the snow for you from your driveway and sidewalks. Also, the road conditions will be improving, but it was white knuckle time for me this morning. Snow-covered, slushy roads. As Brandon said, maybe some black ice out there early, but improving conditions throughout the day. Temperatures rising through the 30s into the 40s. So we'll be seeing that meltdown as we go through the day.
Thanks, Bob. We're going to segue into what DelDOT is doing this morning. They are working to keep up with the storm. And just before we went on the air, I spoke on the phone with DelDOT's Director of Communications, C.R. McLeod, and here is what he told me about the status of the roads in the early Wednesday morning hours.
We are seeing our primary roads still partially snow-covered, with our secondary roads really where you're seeing issues where roads are still mostly snow-covered. So that's going to be the focus here over the next several hours, is just getting to those secondary roads and starting to make some progress on getting those clear as well.
And McLeod also told me that as the temperatures go up later in the morning, it will make these cleanup efforts a little bit easier.
And if you're a hot chocolate lover, well, today's a perfect day to drink some hot chocolate, but clear your schedule for Saturday, February 15th. The Hot Chocolate Fest at Cape Henlopen High School in Lewis will have 3 hot chocolate bars with many different fun toppings. More than 100 vendors will be there, so you can shop while you sip, and there will be inflatables to keep kids entertained. And Disney is changing how it approaches DEI, and that will result in some changes visible to consumers. The company is changing the wording on disclaimers that precede older films on Disney+. The current warning indicates the film include negative depictions and or mistreatment of people or cultures, and the new warning will indicate the content is, quote, presented as originally created and may contain stereotypes or negative depictions.
References to cultural events like Black History Month and Pride Month, they've been removed in an update to Google Calendar's default settings. Among the excluded events include Women's History Month, Jewish Heritage, Hispanic Heritage, Indigenous People Month, and Holocaust Remembrance Day. A Google spokesperson said the changes were implemented last year as a broader revamp of the calendar tool based on user input.
Still ahead, animals and the snow will tell you why it's important to remember your pets get cold too as we try to keep everyone warm.
And we are seeing the snow, even though it's dark out there on the Tunnel and Razor cam. The snow has ended, but now it's the cleanup after 4 to 8 inches. Not done with the stormy weather yet. We've got rain on the way, washing this snow away, and that rain continues into the weekend too. I'll have more on that, plus snow totals coming up in 2 minutes. Stay tuned.
Get more with DSN Plus, just $6.99 a month. Subscribe today.
I've been thinking about renovating my garage floor. And suddenly, I'm seeing signs everywhere. The universe keeps hinting, even at my local gas company. Pinnacle Concrete is everywhere. And again, multiple signs at the print store. The signs are too strong to ignore. It's time to call. With so many options, my dream is taking shape. And now, I'm not just seeing signs, I'm living proof. Pinnacle Concrete Coatings, because quality matters.
When choosing a granite countertop, choose one for real life and beauty. No matter what life throws at them, they'll look beautiful forever. Ancient Art Stone invites you to discover the affordability of granite and upgrade your home to the beautiful works of art from Ancient Art Stone. Centrally located in Milford, Delaware, serving all of Delmarva to make your dreams a reality. Visit us and allow our devoted professionals to craft, fabricate, and install a superior finished product that will transform your home into a work of art.
Be a part of the ultimate outdoor experience at the DSN Outdoors Expo. Join us Friday, April 25th from 3 to 8 and Saturday, April 26th from 10 to 4 at the Delaware State Fairgrounds in Harrington. Showcase your products and services to thousands of potential customers. Increase your brand awareness and reach a large audience at the DSN Outdoors Expo. For more information and to apply as a vendor today, visit WBOCEvents.com.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Stanley Steamer is proud to be the leader in deep cleaning, cleaning over 1 million homes and businesses across America every year, using powerful equipment custom built by us. We'll remove the buildup of dirt, dust, allergens, grime, and contaminants seen and unseen from your home and business. America's professional deep cleaner for over 75 years. It's not clean until it's Stanley Steamer Clean.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Time is 6:20, and you are looking live at the canal in Lewis. And even though most of the snowfall has ended, Bob, you're now getting a good idea of how much we got.
Yeah, and pretty much what we expected, about 5 to 8 inches of snow. Some places got a little more, other places a little less. We had a code red for the snow last night, and now we're looking at a yellow alert today for melting snow and another round of rain that will be building in this afternoon and into tonight. Not as cold, so unlike the last system, the one in early January, that snow stuck around forever because we had the cold air building behind the snow. Not this time around, not sticking around. It's rainy and then milder temperatures temperatures as we go later in the week. And then the weekend unsettled, more rain Saturday and Sunday, but impressive snow totals. Milton, Bridgeville, both 8 inches, 7 inches in Dover and Harrington. Nassau and Salisbury, both over a half a foot at 6.5 inches. And Millsboro, Lewis, and Seaford all at 6 inches with 5.5 inches. And Laurel and Dagsboro and Bethany Beach at 4.5 inches of snow. And a really heavy wet snow at that. Good for making snowballs and snowmen as well. 33 in Delmar, 33 in Georgetown and Redden right now. So temperatures hovering just above freezing. But the roads, as we talked about, are treacherous. They are snow covered and slushy. 38 in Ocean City. Bethany Beach also 38. Rehoboth at 36. A little bit of wind along the coast, and that's a little concerning with that snow weighing down on power lines and branches. Maybe a few scattered power outages. But the big snow is now done as we're looking at cloudy skies all across Sussex County. Maybe some drizzle and fog and flurries. There's a little bit of rain from Golf Club Shores down to George Island Landing into Maryland, and a little bit of snow as well around Snow Hill. How fitting. Westover, also a little bit of snow, and the eastern shore is quiet now, but we have this little shot of rain and snow moving across Maryland and Virginia right now and back into the Norfolk area. So that'll be moving through this morning. Little additional snow accumulation. There is a wintry mix back through areas of southern Virginia. And then there's another system on the heels of this one off to the south and west of us with a frontal system. We're looking at more rain developing across the deep south into the southeast and the Tennessee Valley. And then that will be heading our way as we go into the afternoon. So really no rest for the weary from these storms. This morning, still a little bit of snow and rain. Temperatures rising through the 30s into the lower 40s. Late morning into the afternoon, we melt off more of that snow with cloudy skies. And then the rain builds back in this evening. I think it becomes steady through the overnight hours. But look at the temperatures well above freezing. Lower 40s overnight. So we're melting a lot of that snow. Some of the rain as we go into Thursday morning could be heavy at times as that continues into the morning hours. So a messy commute. And then we do clear it out into the afternoon with temperatures in the 40s and even lower 50s, and then turning cooler after that, as we could be looking at least another half an inch of rain as we go into the end of the week. And then we'll be adding to that because we have another shot of moisture of rain later Saturday and on into Sunday. But right now it's just rain as it looks like the snow is done for a while. Thank goodness. Paul Davis, 7-day forecast. Yellow alert today, 41 degrees, 52 with rain Thursday. Valentine's Day is colder, 39, and then it's a cold rain Saturday, 47, 57 with rain on Sunday, and then colder to start next week. Highs only in the mid to upper 30s, lows in the teens and lower 20s. Not done with winter yet.
We were. All right, thanks, Bob. Now, we spoke with people out and about on Delmarva about how they plan to deal with the snow, and some people say they do a lot of preparations, especially when it comes to their animals when winter weather is headed our way.
During the snow, they usually just hunker down in their boxes that's full of straw and stuff, and they huddle together. And they usually just don't come out until the snow is cleared out or it's warm enough for them to come sit in the sun.
Yeah, we should be getting some temperatures increasing today. Also, a reminder, on the bottom of your screen, we have the crawl that will show you school delays, closings, business delays and closings, all that information on the bottom of your screen. Up next on Coast TV News Today, Helping Hands for Storm Support. We will tell you how older adults on Delmarva are getting to take part in services offered by an organization. Don't go anywhere.
Coast TV News can be heard on 93.5 The Beach.
Designed to outlast and outlive. Toyota trucks are unmatched, unstoppable, unequaled. Check out the new Land Cruiser and start your epic journey today. Outfitted with the most advanced tech and ready for anything. Hurry into your Toyota dealer now and lease a new Land Cruiser for a low $459 a month. Toyota, let's go places.
Vacation starts with VA. All that you love, all in one trip. Start yours at virginia.org.
For every season, every weather moment, Stay ahead with the CoastTV First Alert Weather Phone. Just call 443-880-9100. Your forecast just a call away. Sponsored by the law offices of Brockstead and Dallas Federico.
Now is the perfect time to feed suet to your birds to add fat so that it'll help them get through the cold winter nights. My Backyard carries all the products you need to keep your feathered friends healthy and safe. We also have a huge selection of quality hand-picked birdhouses, baths, seeds, unique gifts and decor for expert and novice bird lovers alike. So come on in, I'd love to answer your questions so that you can have the best birding experience ever. See you at My Backyard in Ocean Pines, where it's all about the birds and more.
When choosing windows and doors for your home, at Pella, it's your choice. We manufacture maintenance-free vinyl, fiberglass, and wood-clad windows and patio doors, all with lifetime warranties. High performance, energy efficient, and loaded with options to help make your house your home. Industry-first features and benefits make living easier and increase your home's value. Visit our Experience Center or call us today to schedule your free in-home consultation, where we bring the showroom to you.
In Lewis, village volunteers are prepping for the snow. The nonprofit provides a number of services for older adults. Volunteers are looking at how to help people get back to their routine after dealing with all the snow we got on Tuesday.
Starting today, we're starting to look at our services that we have scheduled for tomorrow and rescheduling any of those that are not, say, medical appointments, for example, so they're not as urgent.
And to learn more about how the organization helps those in need, you can head over to CoastTV.com. And Matt, when we were talking in the break, you had a very important question to ask Bob.
Yeah, Bob, I know the temperatures are going up today, so should I even bother shoveling if the snow's going to melt?
No, let your boys do it. No, I just kick back and let your sons do it. No, you probably should. You don't want anybody slipping on your sidewalk. You don't want to have any problems like that. But if you don't clear it, it will eventually melt away here in the next 24 hours. Chincoteague and Assateague, you're looking at rain building in as we go through the morning into the afternoon, warming into the low 40s. Fenwick Island and Ocean City, on and off rain. And I think that rain gets heavier as we go into the evening hours. On the bay side, next 3 days, well, it's kind of unsettled. 41 today in Cambridge with rain, 52 tomorrow. Colder and drier Friday with similar conditions in Crisfield as the unsettled weather conditions continue. More on this active weather and your weekend forecast coming up in the next half hour.
On Coast TV News today, dangerous road conditions will tell you how you can stay safe.
Also, weather delays decisions. We'll tell you about the confirmation vote that was scheduled a few hours ago. That's now expected to take place today on a crucial cabinet position.
And warnings for the winter storm will check in across Delmarva to see how much snowfall has accumulated. Coast TV News today will be right back.
No other artist has been able to have this kind of effect.
Her impact is so much more than just being an artist who puts out music.
It's welcoming, unifying community.
The Swift Effect, Episode 4, A Legacy in the Making. Saturday at noon on Coast TV. Sponsored locally on Coast TV by Pohanka Kia, delivering dreams to driveways.
Delmarva's hit music station, 102.5 WBOC.
On August 1st of 1924, my great-grandfather, Samuel E. Shockley, met in Willards with a small group of men to determine the advisability of opening a bank in Willards, Maryland.
Put yourself in their shoes. A train comes through town, there's horses and buggies, and the only way that they could allocate capital through this area of Wicomico County was to build a bank. It's an audacious goal.
They wanted to build a bank that could be used by the common man. So they met in the summer of 1924, and then by January they were ready to open the doors of the bank.
It's really rewarding to hear the stories of a customer who comes in and says, you know, your grandfather gave me my first loan.
Banking will always be about people. It will not be about machines, computers, cell phones. So as we move forward into the future of the Farmers Bank of Willards, we always have to remember that people come first.
Born in the stars, formed in the earth, shaped by designers around the world, and curated by Khalsa Jewelers in Lewis. Paul Chen, also known as Sunder Khalsa, is a meditation and yoga master as well as the owner of Khalsa Jewelers.
At Khalsa Jewelers, we offer signature pieces to celebrate love in those special moments in our life. Peace to all. Like to all, love to all. Celebrate with us at historic Lewis and Rehoboth Beach.
Now on Coast TV News.
The latest winter storm did not disappoint. We saw around 5 to 8 inches of snow across the region. The snow has tapered off. Coming up, I'll have the latest snow totals and talk about the next round of rain headed our way coming up next.
Winter wonderland conditions in Milton will show you a live look at the neighborhood roads.
Snow road causes crashes. We have several reports of car accidents due to icy conditions, including this one in Ellendale.
Trash delays, it was an issue after last month, what some towns are already announcing as this storm began to hit on Tuesday.
This is Coast TV News Today.
We are continuing with our coverage of this winter storm. We begin this half hour with a live look at Salisbury this morning. As you can see, there are cars out on the roads, but that reflection of the water on the roads is very evident with those lights out there, so you need to drive with caution. And it is February 12th, 2025. Good morning. I'm Elisa Weber. Good morning, Matt.
Hi, good morning, Elisa. Good morning. I'm Matt Pensick. Winter showing us again snow, ice on this Wednesday morning.
That is for sure. And right now, outside, we have live team coverage with this winter system that we are waking up to. Our reporters are in the field. Emma Aiken is in Milton, and Brandon Ferguson is on the roads in eastern Sussex County. We will be checking in with both of them in just a moment.
Yeah, it's 6:32 right now on this Wednesday morning as we are winding down the snowfall portion of this winter event.
And First Alert meteorologist Bob Trahey is going to join us right now to tell us the latest about the storm as people wake up to start their day.
Good morning, Elisa and Matt. We are looking at what was a 12-hour event. The snow began around 2 to 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon and then wound down around 2 to 3 a.m. And it was wet snow across our area, even some rain for Salisbury up to Ocean View, holding your accumulations back just a little bit. But now it's just primarily cloudy across Sussex County. Can rule out a little bit of drizzle or snow flurries. The same for Salisbury back through Ocean Pines. We are seeing a little bit of rain and snow farther to the southeastern shore is quiet, but you see from Crisfield to Smith Island, Westover, a little bit of snow there. That changes to rain in Chincoteague and then farther south down the peninsula. So another little shot of a wintry mix farther to the south and also to our north and west. We're right in between. So we're looking at a little corridor, a little lull now, but don't rest because we're looking at another round of rain gearing up across Tennessee Valley. That moves in later today. Temperatures just above freezing, slushy, snow-covered roads, icy conditions out there. Be careful. We've got upper 30s at the beaches, so we are starting to melt the snow with some wind. 7 miles and some fog in Georgetown. Watch for fog this morning. Still spitting a little bit of snow or rain, but the key here is rising temperatures into the lower 40s this afternoon, melting more of that snow and then rain building in as we go into the afternoon. It's a treacherous time on the roads this morning. Delayed travel if you can. If you are heading out, it's snowy and slushy out there, but improving conditions this afternoon. Still slushy and then wet as we go into the evening as more rain builds in.
And as we continue with our coverage of this snowstorm, there's a concern about the conditions out on our back streets and in our neighborhoods.
Yeah, we find Coast TV News reporter Emma Aiken in one of those neighborhoods. She is in Milton, and Emma, the snow is constant there starting in the late afternoon on Tuesday.
Good morning, guys. We're in a neighborhood here in Milton, and these streets look like they have not been touched. If you follow me over this way, it's really just car tracks from cars that have driven through here. We were on some side streets earlier. Those were clear, but again, this is covered in snow. But it is gorgeous out nonetheless. The branches are covered in snow, and it is really a winter wonderland out here. Guys, live in Milton, Emma Aiken, Coast TV News.
Thank you, Emma. And new this morning, Milton says locals should not expect trash collection by Casella today. According to the town's website, the company will operate on a one-day delay, meaning trash collection will now happen tomorrow and yard waste will be picked up on Friday. And you may remember the last time Delmarva saw this much snowfall, Casella actually canceled trash pickup for the next day as well.
And moments ago, we got to look at some of those side streets with Emma. She was in our area, and now we're going to the main road along the coast. That is Coastal Highway.
And that's where we'll find Coast TV News reporter Brandon Ferguson. He's in our First Alert weather Jeep. And Brandon, you're going to give us a first-hand experience of what those roads are looking like right now.
Good morning, Elisa and Matt. And right now we are heading southbound through the 5 Points area on Coastal Highway. And all morning we've seen DelDOT crews be very active on Route 1. And as you can see, all the snow is cleared off the road and it may seem safe, but that is exactly when black ice gets you, so be on the lookout for that and be careful of those turning lanes. And we've been on Coastal Highway for about 2 hours this morning, so let's wrap up all that we have seen here from the First Alert Weather Jeep. Mostly Route 1 clear, but a few areas with slush on it, and be careful for that black ice. Live from the First Alert Weather Jeep, Brandon Ferguson, Coast TV News.
All right, thank you, Brandon. And for continued coverage of this winter storm, listen to all of our radio stations, download our Coast TV First Alert Weather app, and follow our live updates. We are your source for winter events.
Locals are recovering after the Ellendale Fire Company shared these photos from a rescue overnight. The fire company says the crash happened in the area of Maple Branch Road and East Robbins Road on Tuesday evening. There had been multiple reports of cars getting stuck in the snow, and as you can see from those pictures, it was incredibly difficult to see outside as that snow was coming down. And in March, Indian River voters will go to a referendum as the school district is looking for more money. The district announced it will hold 3 public meetings before the vote to provide more information on that referendum. Funding would be for increased operation costs and the recruitment and retention of staff. Community members will have the opportunity to ask questions during each of those meetings. And the American teacher held captive in Russia for more than 3 years is back on American soil, arriving in Washington, D.C. He met with the president, and in the evening, the White House posted this photo on social media. You can see Fogel shaking hands with President Trump before heading inside, where he described his feelings on returning back to the U.S.
These men that came from the diplomatic service are heroes. The senators and representatives that passed legislation in my honor to get me home are the heroes.
Fogel explained how much it meant to his family to have him back home.
President Trump's choice for Director of National Intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, has picked up support from 2 key Republicans. However, the Senate's confirmation vote that was supposed to take place at 12:30 a.m. just a few hours ago, that was delayed due to the snowstorms which hit the nation's capital. So instead, the Senate is expected to return today at 11 a.m. to vote on Gabbard's confirmation. Still more news to get to in this final half hour. Don't go anywhere.
Coming up, Furry Friend Feud will tell you about the debate happening at kennels in Wicomico County.
Also, it's time for the champions to celebrate the latest on the Eagles and some moves being made from their coaching staff.
And preparing for the parade, we'll tell you when Philadelphia will celebrate the Eagles' Super Bowl win. Stay with us on Coast TV News today.
We salute Chief Cecilia E. Ash. Chief Ash leads the Milford Police Department with a commitment to fairness, compassion, and integrity. Upholding the values of honor, integrity, dedication, and duty, she emphasizes community engagement and trust. Chief Ash continuously advances the department through training and evidence-based practices, focusing on empathetic service. We salute her dedicated leadership and commitment to the Milford community.
Spicer Brothers and Coast TV are honoring military persons and first responders serving Delmarva. If you have a family member, friend, or community member that you would like to nominate for a Coast TV salute, go to coasttvsalutes.com.
Get ready to run, walk, or stroll for a great cause. The 12th annual Lucky Leprechaun 5K is back in Milton on Sunday, March 9th. Start your day with a fun 5K at 11 a.m. Then stick around for the 17th annual Milton St. Patrick's Day Parade at 2. Your race supports the Milton Fire Department, the Milton Chamber of Commerce, and the Women's Club of Milton. Sign up now for just $35 or $40 on race day. Don't miss this St. Patrick's Day tradition. Coast Country Cares, sponsored by Spicer Brothers.
It had been an ongoing issue with the duckboard that's underneath the home, a rancid odor, and I said, I'm calling Above and Beyond, and Graydon successfully eliminated all this odor. I have no more allergies, no more runny eyes. It's all gone thanks to this air scrubber. This is why I called Above and Beyond. One of the reasons that I went with Above and Beyond services is because I believe in this product, definitely. It's a lifesaver. I can breathe, I'm so much healthier.
Your child deserves the best. When your child is sick, every moment counts. And the team at Tidal Health Pediatrics understands the urgency of such situations. Whether it's a sudden fever, a troubling cough, or another pediatric ailment, your child will be seen when they need it most. Schedule your child's appointment now at tidalhealth.org/findapediatrician or call 410-912-5785 because your child's health is our top priority. Tidal Health Pediatrics, compassionate care when you need it most.
I've built a community, I've built a home here, and it's not pack up boxes every 3 years. It's a space that I'm invested in, my husband's invested in, and it really makes it just feel special. The stories that we cover every day, we also live every single day. So the stories that we tell are the ones that also impact us. We speak with people at the grocery store, our neighbors, our colleagues, our friends. We're all in this together.
Coast TV, our community, your news, where every story hits close to home.
6:41 on this snowy Wednesday morning. Got our helmet cam showing the snow on the shore. Just cloudy skies right now, 37 in Ocean View as the snow has ended, the main snow event. We're looking at mainly cloudy skies around Sussex County right now. Back into Maryland, a little bit of rain, snow around Newark, back through Princess Anne. Clear across the eastern shore as far as steady snow, but snow and rain from Westover down the peninsula, down into the bridge tunnel area of Norfolk as well. A little bit of a wintry mix there. Also some more snow to our north and west, so we get a little lull, but there is more rain building in later today as temperatures are above freezing, so we'll be melting that snow. I am concerned about power outage risk today because of the heavy snow weighing down on the branches. Wind's not that strong, around 10 to 15 miles per hour. So a moderate risk of that. Jim Morrow from Lewis is our umbrella winner. Congratulations to him from Paul Davis and Coast TV.
Thank you, Bob. And we're going to keep you right there. You and the meteorologists here at Coast TV have been tracking this storm for almost a week now. And another concern, as Matt and I are going to talk about, it is that power line concern.
Yeah, Bob, I just checked with Delmarva Power and the Delaware Co-op on my laptop over here. Hardly any issues right now, but you know, as you were showing us, it does appear that we're still in a period of time where that could change.
Absolutely. You know, it's very heavy, wet snow that we experience, very light wind. So that's all sticking to the branches of power lines. So we really have to be careful out there. If any wind kicks up, that could certainly cause some branches to fall on power lines. So it looks like a moderate chance of power outages this morning, but then that improves as we'll see melting and temperatures rising through the 30s into the 40s as we go through the day.
Thank you, Bob. This morning, DelDOT is working to keep up with the storm. Just before we went on the air, I spoke on the phone with their Director of Communications, C.R. McLeod, and here is what he told me about how rising temperatures will help clearing the roads.
We're actually going to be seeing temperatures come up fairly quickly once daylight arrives, so that's really going to help in the efforts to get the roads clear. We expect to see some pretty significant melting, so you know that'll be good news. But again, it is going to be slow going and you know definitely slippery until really we see the temperatures start to come up in the daylight hours.
Yeah, McLeod also told me that the focus will shift to getting the secondary, those back roads, cleared of snow.
There will be even more brotherly love than usual in Philadelphia this Valentine's Day. That's when the city is throwing its Super Bowl parade and ceremony for the Philadelphia Eagles. Preparations are underway for that big celebration. And the Eagles beat Kansas City Chiefs 40-22 on Sunday. And quarterback Jalen Hurts was named the game's MVP.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Good morning, sports fans. The celebration continues as the Eagles are coming off their Super Bowl 59 victory over the Kansas City Chiefs. 40-22, but the celebration doesn't stop there. The Eagles will hold their Super Bowl parade in the city of brotherly love this Friday, February 14th. It's a green and white confetti capper to a dominating season for the Birds. Philly scored a combined 145 points across its 4 playoff games. That's the most points scored by any team in a single postseason run. The parade will begin at 11 a.m. and the ceremony with the Eagles coaches and players on the Rocky Steps at the Art Museum will be from 2 to 3:15 p.m. And a one and done in Philly as Eagles offensive coordinator Kellen Moore has officially been hired as the new head coach for the Saints. Just 2 days after the Super Bowl 59 victory, Moore will be staying in the Big Easy in the long haul after finalizing a deal for his first head coaching job in the National Football League. In just 1 year with the Birds, Moore piloted the offense, ranking top 8 in total yards and points scored, including Saquon Barkley rushing for over 2,000 yards. Fresh off a Super Bowl victory, Moore will aim to turn around a franchise that hasn't seen the postseason since 2021. That over sports. Have a great day, everybody.
And coming up tonight on DSN, 8:30, it is Seaford hosting Laurel in boys basketball. And then for a full recap of the night's action, it's the final score at 10:30.
Looking at gray skies, white ground, or white docks and boats, I should say, in Cambridge right now as the steady snow is over after picking up about 4 to 8 inches. Not done with the stormy weather. We've got rain on the way. I'll have more on that, have your snow totals and more rain for the weekend in your full forecast in 2 minutes.
Download the free CoastTV First Alert Weather app today.
There's only one place to go for your next vehicle. IG Burton, trusted since 1908 for our expert team, massive selection, and our unbeatable prices. You simply won't find a better deal anywhere else. But it's not just about unbeatable prices. It's about superior service before, during, and after each sale too. Visit us today, and remember,
nobody beats a Burton deal. Nobody.
Nobody beats an IG Burton deal.
At Patio Systems, integrity is the pillar of our craft, creating outdoor havens that stand the test of time. Expand your outdoor season with the shore's best selection of screens and glass enclosures, pergolas, retractable awnings, and a wide selection of modern decking and railing systems. Visit our new showroom located on Coastal Highway and experience our products firsthand, or schedule a free consultation with our friendly staff. Be on the lookout for our sales now through March 1st at Patio Systems, locally owned and operated since 2001.
Winter is here and it's time to stay cozy. But is your heating system ready to play its part? Don't roll the dice on comfort or safety. Call FH Fur for our $69 heating maintenance and safety inspection. We'll fine-tune your system so it's ready to tackle winter's chill, no sweat, or shivers. With nearly 40 years of trusted service, FH Fur Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical are the pros who've seen and fixed it all.
877-CALL-FUR, FHFur.com.
The weather is brought to you by Royal Plus. In disaster's wake, there's only one call to make.
It starts small, just a drip. But when tragedy strikes, it doesn't wait for you to be ready. Whether it's a natural disaster or an everyday life mishap. In disaster's wake, there's only one call to make. Royal Plus Disaster Cleanup. Visit us at royalplus.com to learn more.
The time is now 6:48 and we are taking a live look outside at Cambridge this morning. And Bob, we're not seeing that sun coming up yet. I know those temperatures are supposed to rise today and everything will start to melt, but that can still cause some problems and you need to be careful if you're driving.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think we're looking at too much sun today, Elisa. Lots of clouds out there. Temperatures hovering above freezing, so we're looking at treacherous road conditions. We go from a red alert, which we had last night, to a yellow alert today. That's why it's important to scan the QR code right there. Focus your phone on that, and you can download the CoastTV weather app for the very latest radar, interactive radar warnings and advisories. We don't have those right now, but certainly a good thing to have as we have the yellow alert, melting snow to rain. Another round of rain will be moving in later today and tonight. Snow not sticking around like it has with that first storm in January. We're looking at milder temperatures after this event and rain, so it's going to wash away pretty quickly, and then an unsettled weekend with more rain Saturday and into Sunday. Some snowfall totals: Milton 8 inches, Bridgeville 8, 7 in Dover and Harrington, Nassau 6.5, Salisbury 6.5 inches as well. The list goes on. Millsboro, Lewis, and Seaford all at 6 inches. Laurel 5.5, Dagsboro 5.5, and Bethany Beach at 4.5 inches. So a very heavy wet snow, which is now melting as we speak. 33 in Delmarva and Georgetown, 33 in Seaford, 38 Bethany Beach. Rehoboth right now at 37 as we have a northeast wind, and those winds with that weighted down branches and power lines lines, that could be a problem as we go through the morning, maybe some power outages. But the steady snow has now ended as we're looking at just cloudy skies across Sussex County, maybe a little bit of drizzle or snow flurries. There is a little bit of snow now south of Salisbury, Bethel, Westover, and Snow Hill, Shelltown, some rain, Golf Club Shores as well, as another little shot of rain and snow moves to our south, while the eastern shore is just cloudy right now, but rain as you head down towards the bridge tunnel, down into the Newport News area and the eastern part of the Carolinas. We're looking at rain there. It's a wintry mix farther to the west, back into Virginia. And then we've got another storm on the heels of this one. Look at all this rain now across the deep south with low pressure to the south and west. This will be a rain event for us as we go through later today, tonight, and tomorrow. Futurecast this morning. Here's 7:30. Temperatures in the mid to upper 30s. So we're melting that snow. Delay travel if you can, because we still have a lot of snow-covered roads and slushy conditions. Temperatures rising to the mid to upper 30s, still spitting a little bit of snow and rain as we head into the 11:30 hour. Temperatures in the 30s to low 40s by mid-afternoon. Temperatures in the low 40s, so we're melting a lot of that snow. And then on top of that, we're going to see more rain building in through this evening with temperatures pretty much steady in the low 40s. And then that rain becomes steady to even heavy through the overnight into tomorrow morning, but temperatures well above freezing, heavy rain, so that's goodbye snow, and more of that rain into your Thursday morning, and temperatures in the 40s, lower 50s, and then falling back into the 40s Thursday evening. Could definitely see another at least half an inch of rain as we go into the beginning of the weekend. Then we're going to see more rain later Saturday and on into Sunday, so a very unsettled weekend on the way. At least we're not talking snow after today's storm. Paul Davis 7-day forecast. Yellow alert today for the rain and the melting snow, 41 degrees, 52 with rain on Thursday, a colder and drier Valentine's Day, then a rainy weekend, and then colder to start next week.
Thank you, Bob. Dog kennel owners in Wicomico County believe their businesses could be in jeopardy. The Wicomico County Council recently passed legislation that would require all dog kennels, get this, to be at least 1,000 feet away from the nearest home. Business owners have 3 years to comply, but that is a big order for them because it impacts every single kennel within the county, and kennel owners say this leaves them with very little wiggle room.
I have no place to move this. I'm not going to move it. I'm not going to spend $100,000 and try to put the kennel somewhere else somehow. Still wouldn't be in compliance. Say they say 500 feet. I still wouldn't want to do that because now I would never know. I'm not grandfathered, so I would never know when that was going to change again.
And County Executive Julie Giordano says she will veto the bill at the next Wicomico County Council meeting that is scheduled for February 18th.
And the time is now 6:52, so we're going to check in with our coastal pet of the day.
And today's coastal pet of the day, it's rescued cats. On your screen, we got Tiki and Maui. There they are. They were recently rescued. They have their new home now, and they were submitted to us by Beth in Rehoboth Beach.
And we want to see more of your pets on Delmarva. Send us photos and tell us what makes them so special. You can take a look at your screen.
Yep, you'll see that QR code there. If you scan that, you can get your friends to us here at Coast TV News, and then watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all the pets we feature.
It's a snowy scene on the Tunnel and Razor cam as we're looking out over cold Delaware Bay. 35 in Lewis. The snow is done falling after picking up about 5 to 8 inches. We're not done with the stormy weather yet. We've got rain in the forecast tonight into tomorrow and then the weekend as well. An active 10-day forecast is coming your way next.
Transform your bathroom from ordinary to stunning in a snap with Shower Glass. At Shower Glass, we provide fast turnaround time, professional installation, and a lifetime warranty. Our pricing is competitive. We don't need a copy of someone else's quote to get you the best possible price. Now you can replace your curtain with a semi-frameless shower door starting at $13.50. Shower Glass, it's all we do. Visit showerglassdoors.net to schedule your free consultation.
Are you looking to transform your mobile home? Choosing a company that doesn't know the difference between a manufactured and a stick-built home can lead to major repairs in the future. At Delaware Mobile Home Repair, we work exclusively with manufactured homes. So whether you need your bathroom remodeled, new roofing, siding, or any other restoration or renovation on your mobile home, the team at Delaware Mobile Home Repair will get the job done right. Visit our website today and start your free estimate with Delaware Mobile Home Repair.
No other artist has been able to have this kind of effect.
Her impact is so much more than just being an artist who puts out music.
It's welcoming, unifying community.
The Swift Effect, Episode 4, A Legacy in the Making. Saturday at noon on Coast TV. Sponsored locally on Coast TV by Pohanka Kia, delivering dreams to driveways.
Delmarva's hit music station, 102.5 WBOC.
It's the President's Day sale too big for just one store. February 13th through the 21st at Donaway Furniture in Ocean City, Bethany Resort Furnishings in Bethany, and the new Home Living by Donaway in West OC. Save store-wide on in-stock and custom items. Get 10% off any purchase, 15% off purchases of $19.99 or more, and 20% off $49.99 or more. And as always, veterans and active duty military, law enforcement, and first responders get an additional 5% off. See you there.
I don't like the bruises on this child.
A mother's care is questioned.
I had seen that my son had abrasions, marks, bruises on his face.
But there are other marks on him as well. These bruises are all over.
And the father has had enough.
The plaintiff filed a report with Child Protective Services. If I saw this on a child, I would file a report.
Next, Judge Judy.
Wednesday at 2 on Coast TV.
It is 6:56. We are going to take a quick look at your forecast before you head out the door.
Yeah, now that we're looking forward to the snow melting or being washed away with that rain, Bob.
Yeah, we are. It's going to take a little while, though. Those roads are treacherous this morning. Take it slow. Delay travel if you can. The roads are snow-covered and slushy, but we're going to have help today in the form of rising temperatures. We're hovering around freezing this morning. Still a little bit of snow or drizzle, especially around Salisbury, farther south across Delmarva. Otherwise, cloudy skies. We're getting into the low 40s later today, and then we'll be looking at rain developing later on, so that'll wash away the snow even more. Here's your Paul Davis 10-day forecast. A yellow alert for that rain building in later today. And then as we go into your Thursday, mainly morning rain, 52 degrees. Valentine's Day, it does clear out. It's cold, 39. And then the rain returns again this weekend. But it's rain. I think we're done with the snow for a while. 47 Saturday, 57 on Sunday. And then the winter cold is back big time next week with highs into the mid-30s, lows into the teens and 20s. And oh no, I don't want to say it, but I have to. There might be another chance of rain and snow by next Thursday. But that's still well down the road. We'll take one storm at a time.
I think we're done with snow, but thank you for joining us here for Coast TV News today.
All right, the Today Show is coming up next at 7 a.m.
We'll be back for Coast TV Midday at 11.
Until then, have a great Wednesday morning, everybody.